What's going on YouTube? This is Ross's Reef bringing you an update of the Nuvo Fusion 20-gallon reef tank. Haven't done an update in about a week or two. Sorry about that, guys. Holidays came up and everything like that. So let me just go over a few things. Do have some sad news. I'm really actually bummed out about it. I did lose my plate coral that y'all saw right here. That this was like my favorite coral. I do know the reason why I lost it. It's not due to any chemistry in the tank or anything like that. As you can see, all the other coral are fine. Even the torch coral that I got the same day from the same place in the same tank as the plate coral is doing fine. It was because it was getting pelted with water straight from one side. This vortex was actually moved over a little bit and a little bit higher, and what it did is it caused water to push all of this way, but it caused the water to bounce back off the glass and blow this way. So the whole time the plate coral was just getting pelted from this one side, and it just didn't like it. So I did actually go ahead and readjust the Vortex MP10 a little bit over more towards the front of the tank, and I actually lowered it a little bit more, and I actually lowered the speed of the pump, and now you can see like this pulsing xenia right here. It actually gets moved from all sides now. It's really happy. Even this hammer up here is actually opened up a little bit more, and so is this bubble. Torch coral is just always looking great right there, but that was the reason I believe that my plate died. So unfortunately I didn't catch it in time, and it happened really fast. I mean, it was doing fine for a couple days. It was starting to close up. I should have taken that as a sign, but me having such good luck with all my coral, just thought, it'll bounce back, but no, it didn't. That is my fault. I should have caught it. So hopefully that won't happen again, and I'll be a little bit more wiser next time. I do want to show y'all this one new coral. It's actually not even a coral. It is a cocoa worm. This little guy I picked up at a reef shop this weekend, and he's actually pretty cool. I did have to, that whole little tube right there, it's a hard shell that the cocoa worm actually lives in. He protrudes these little bitty crowns right here, these little filament type things, and that's the pretty thing that we see, but that's actually what he's using to catch food. But he lives in this little calcium tube down there. Let me see, you can actually maybe see some of it over there. It's a pretty long tube he's got. Yeah, there you go, you can see. So I was gonna maybe try to stick it in some rock work somewhere, but I just figured that was the best spot for it right there. I can see him pretty good, and he seems to be happy. He doesn't get too much water movement, because I don't think they like too much, but he opened up pretty quick after I put him in here, so I was really happy about that. I read that these guys are actually pretty difficult to keep, but he opened up right away, and he seems to be doing fine. So got that little piece of pulsing xenia, guys, growing on that crab that y'all saw right over there. The flower pot coral, it seems to be doing pretty good. It's getting some good color and everything like that. The rostozoas are still growing. I think I got another little one right there, so happy about that. Dude, guys, this starfish, let me tell y'all, this dude has been doing laps and laps around this tank. The first month I got him, he was pretty solitary. He didn't move much, didn't do anything, but over the past like 2-3 weeks, he has been doing laps around this tank. Like, it's crazy. I'm happy to see him finally moving and doing good. So and then let me show y'all this Duncan coral. It's closed up right now because one of the crabs were just messing with it a little while ago. But look at that, guys. 2 brand new heads growing on that Duncan. Really happy about that. My Recordia is even opening up more. If y'all remember, when I very first got this thing, it opened up for like a couple days. And then after that, it just closed up. And now it's finally starting to open up. Before, you couldn't really even, you could see the little plate that it was on. But now you can't even see the plate. So really happy about that. We got the red plate coral back here and really encrusted on that rock, really good. The candy canes up here, I still got two heads coming off of one, so soon I should have about 5 candy canes total. This bird's nest is growing ever so slowly, but it is growing. If you can see, let me see if I can get my finger right here, that tip touching that rock. Just about a couple days ago, it wasn't touching it, but now it is. So this thing's growing pretty good. I'd like to maybe go back and check one of my own videos from my own self and see how big it really was when I first got it, and then compare it to now and see the growth. 6 line wrasse is doing good. All the fish in here are doing good. Not one of them is sick. They all get fed very well. We got the Watchman goby down here. We got the Oscillator's clown 6 line. We got the canary blenny. We got the Bengalina cardinal fish, and then we got the firefish. He pretty much hides now, and he'll come out when food's out, and I'll see him swim around every now and then. As far as shrimp goes, we do have the cleaner shrimp in here, and then the fire shrimp, and that purple lobster right up in there. You can kind of see him right there. He, like I said, guys, he pretty much hides in that cave, and I'll see him every once in a while. So, I mean, could I maybe not got him? Probably, because he hides so much, but it's whatever. He doesn't take up any space, and he helps probably keep the sand bed a little clean. We're going to see how this... I did take my Vortex pump off of Reef Crest mode, guys, because I just didn't like it. The mode I really, really like the best on here is going to have to be the nutrient transport mode. It ramps up and ramps down, and I just really like that mode. That is the mode I kept it on before I switched it over. And I probably, you know what, should have kept it on that mode, because if it ain't broken, don't change it, and I shouldn't have changed it, and when I changed it, I got the plate coral, and that might have been what killed it, I don't know. But anyway, it is back to nutrient transport mode for a majority of the day, and then it goes into lagoon mode at night. And everything seems to be doing fine, so no complaints there. For some of you who may not have seen, let me turn on a light real quick. I did do some changes down below. You can see I did add a 5-gallon auto top-off reservoir down there. Really happy about that. I did get a Tunzi Nano auto top-off system. Really liking that, guys. It works really good. No complaints on there. Pump is pretty loud when it goes on, but it's only on for like 5 seconds, so I don't really care. This switchboard that you see right here, I did go ahead and hook up all my pumps and different things to that. The only one that I do not have hooked up and I have it labeled is the auto top-off system, mainly because of how big that top thing is. It doesn't fit in the back, so I meant to get some kind of an extension to fit on that. Also, got a doser. I'll do a separate review on this doser later on. This is the Giabo doser. It was like 70 bucks off Amazon, which is a really good price for a doser, guys. Had a lot of mixed reviews on this thing, but I'll say so far I'm loving it. Not one problem. You know, it's holding its calibration pretty good. Haven't really tested it, but I mean I have all my labels, all my bottles listed, and it seems to be going pretty consistent with how much I have in there. So really happy about that. Like I said, I will do a separate video on that later on down the road. Finally got a magnesium test kit. It's the whatever fate or something like that. This is one of the only brands that actually does magnesium testing. My levels have been staying pretty constant. Let's see, I did test the other day, and my whatchamacallit, calcium was good. Alkalinity was running a little low, so I did have to actually bump that up. And then the magnesium was pretty much right where I wanted it to be, so I'm happy about that. I am starting a new thing. I'm doing vodka dosing. That is a type of way to increase your bioload in the tank and get more production out of your protein skimmer. Basically what it does is it's a carbon source that the bacteria, the beneficial bacteria in your tank feed off of, and basically allows them to multiply. And with more bacteria, you have more breakdown of phosphates and nitrates. So basically that allows more of the protein skimmer to do its job. And basically you have a lot clearer water. Even though my water is pretty much very clear right now, I mean, you can see all the way through that, and you can see that torch coral all the way over there. I still wanted to try something new. You know, I'm always tinkering with my tank and trying to see how much if I can get better growth and what I can do. Let me do a quick review on this stuff. I don't know if I've been using... I do what it says on the bottle. I got this Zeovit Nano Pack from Bulk Reef Supply. It was on sale, like 25% off, so I picked one up. Not too much of a fan. I haven't noticed like an insane amount of growth or like anything like that over anything else that I've been doing. You know, I believe that stuff is made to make an ultra low nutrient tank, and my tank basically is already nutrient low. You know, I do a very abundance of water changes. I have excellent filtration on here with the carbon GFO reactor in the back, and then I have my filter socks and everything else, you know, protein skimmer. Protein skimmer can't even really work efficiently because there's not much to skim in this tank. You know, all my fish eat everything I put in the tank. I do have an automatic fish feeder, but it's a very small amount each day that they get, enough to keep them alive. I believe I do 3 doses per day. Here, I'll show y'all about how much actually comes out on there when I do it. That's it, just like a pinch full, and that's what they get. They get 1 rotation in the morning and then 2 in the afternoon. And then if I decide to do some whatchamacallit, frozen foods, they do get that as well. Oh, purple lobster. There he is. There he is, guys, for whoever wanted to see him. There he is. Look at him. So that's what he looks like right there. Pretty cool little dude. As you can see, he probably smelt that food come out and he was like, oh, finally, I want some. But yeah, I'm gonna keep videoing him because he doesn't come out too often. So he's going back up in that rock actually. Oh, there he is. Come out in the light. Alright, oh, back in the hole. Alright, so yeah, guys, that's pretty much what's been going on with the tank. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave it below. If you have any questions on anything I did, any of my equipment, this is a Radeon RX 15 Pro. I know some of y'all have been asking about that light. What am I using? Yeah, anything else, shoot me a message, happy to reply. If you got any questions on a tank you're building and you want my input, I know I've had about 4 to 5 people send me emails about stuff they want to buy and what they think. Happy to answer those. I'll email them back as fast as I can. I'll see y'all later, guys. This has been Ross's Reef, signing off.